G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game. We're here on a brand new expansion with a brand new patch, and I tell you what, the days feel amazing coming back to Age of Empires 4. I'm loving it lately. Every single time I introduce a casted game, I got a smile on my face, and I gotta say, I'm loving life. Anyway, let's get to it. In the north of the map, in the color teal, playing as the Byzantines representing Team Elephant, it's Louis MT. And on the south side of the map, in the color pink, playing as Joan of Arc, it's Mikos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dry Arabia. Just a standard game today. This is not a tournament game. No, it's not. But I'll still remind you to go check out EGC TV a little bit later. But in the meantime, make sure you leave a like down on the video below. It does really help out the traction of the channel. And, well, let's get into it. Man, I tell you what, I'm excited about this matchup. Byzantines, Joan of Arc, 2 new civilizations. I'm excited, man. It feels good. It feels good to be a gangster. It feels good to, damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Anyway, welcome. Mikos opening up with an early double house. I don't know what this is all about. Obviously, you get build XP, more experience when you're building with Joan of Arc, and so naturally that does kind of make sense to me, but I'm fearful that he's probably not going to need this house until he needs the wood, and you can see he's sitting on 0 wood at the moment, so it's like, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but surely you wanted to do something else with that wood. Wait, do French really only start... Hold on. This doesn't make sense. That's 50, 100, 125. Where did he put the other 25 wood? I'm curious. Is there like a mill out here somewhere that he's drawn that he just hasn't clicked on yet? It's 25 wood, right? Wait. Hold on. Did Joan of Arc not get cheaper buildings? Or cheaper eco drop-offs? Is that really only the French? Did I only just work that out now? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. They get cheaper techs though, right? Let me check. Hold your horses. Yeah, they get cheaper techs. So hold on, they get cheaper techs, but they don't get the cheaper drop-off buildings? And so he just has to live his life as a 150 wood starting French fan? Man, that feels bad. Hey, where are you going? We're going for a little bit of a forward landmark here, are we, Mikos? Slowly but steadily climbing towards that 400 food. There we go. He's got enough and throws it down. It's going to be the School of Cavalry, front of the base. No real surprises there. This is quite standard these days. On the other side of the map, though, we'll ride on board with Louis MT. See how he's doing as he opens with a single cistern opening. Plenty of vills on the berries. And look how much slower it is compared to that sheep opening. Pretty much identical, realistically, with these village accounts on the select resources, but obviously quite a difference when it comes to the timings here, just because, well, the berries are obviously slower. You got to walk a little bit more with the berries, so it's a relevant factor. And look at that, realistically, like, this is kind of wild. He's 33, maybe 25%. Excuse me, 25% of the way up already with a single villager, by the way. And Hippodrome coming down in the back of the base as well. I guess it's convenient for him. Kind of makes sense. He's been really heavy on these berries early, Louis MT. Have a look at this. 456. Now, 500's the magic number for Keshiks. In this matchup up against the French, I think I don't even know. Do you want to go javelin throwers? I think javelin throwers could be good here, just because you can deal well with the archers, as long as you're out on the map early. But I think realistically, you could probably just play around the Hippodrome and then just move into a longbow mass. That could be another approach that you can take. So he may look to stop at 500 if he's thinking about Keshiks, but I've got a sneaky suspicion he probably isn't going to be... Oh my god. He isn't going to be doing Keshiks today. Have a look at that. Jeez. 10 sheep this early on into the game. Oh my lord, these guys are loving it right now. Excuse me. Louis, I thought you were from China, but it turns out he may in fact be New Zealander. Look at that. Or is it, what do you Poms say? Poms is the word that we use to disparage English people. I think the Poms often refer to like the Welsh as the sheep enjoys, or it could be the Irish. I'm not sure exactly, but I know it's one of you guys up there. Anyway, keep it in your pants. Let's check in with Mikos and see how he's doing, as it's been a very solid performance here from him early. A single villager just sticking it to the School of Cavalry. Now, albeit it is the Joan of Arc, which does build faster than all other villagers, but still, I'm impressed. Like, these timings are pretty much shaping up to be identical here, and it's still relatively early in the game for him. I reckon this is probably going to be about a 440 age up. Wheelbarrow coming through now as well for Mikos behind this. Going to be looking for survival techniques. Thinking about getting out on the deers early on, are we, mate? Jeez, it's a Tuesday and you're getting out on the deers. I don't know about that. Anyway, on the other side of the map, a wheelbarrow also coming through here for Louis MT. A distinct thing to note is we don't have that second cistern down, but expect it very soon. He's got enough for it in the bag here. Still yet to move villagers over onto stone. Age up comes through from Mikos on the other side. It's going to be a 450, and immediately we see Joan of Arc arriving. So, very nice early timing there and straight out onto the boars. Where are we going with this? Hold on a minute. Yeah, there we go. He's heading out in that direction. Has he not spotted out that boar? Surely. Okay, he spots out the wolf. We're going to switch off perspective so we don't have to listen to him slaughter the boar. I think he does pick up 25 experience there. I'd have to double check. No, it's only 12, isn't it? Boar, though, 25. We'll have to double check. Second assistant, now coming out for Louis. Now, what's Louis up to? Let's check in with him because it doesn't look like we've got early horsemen coming out. A little bit of the delay on the horsemen early on for Louis. I don't know if I'm excited about this. You know, often when we're talking about Joan of Arc, a civilization that is difficult to deal with for a lot of new players, one of the big things that we talk about. Oh, have a look at this. He pulled the boar in, and now he's killing it with Joan. Very, very nice position here. Doesn't want to bring it any closer. Happy with the lure angle on this, and excuse me, 25 bounty going, or 25 experience going over towards him. Does cop a little bit of damage there. I wonder what that was all about at the end there, leaving it for the villager to kill. But anyway, now going to be looking out onto the map. He wants to move out to the next quadrant. Boar over towards that west side. Has he spotted this one out? He has spotted this one out. He's aware of it. Textiles coming through early as well from him. I'm loving all these upgrades. Already got the blacksmith down and throwing down the outpost on the gold. Is he thinking about going castle as Joan of Arc? Bit weird, but I'll accept it for now. We'll ride on board with him and see how he's doing. At this stage of the game, I mean, this is a pretty decent opening. I'm happy with this. I think this is a pretty smart move, but I'd love to see a little bit more aggression. I'd love to see an archery range thrown down. It's kind of wild seeing the blacksmith thrown down this early when you're watching the French. Normally it is the archery range, and obviously that's a bit of a drain on your wood, but he's already got double broadaxe. He's already got wheelbarrow in, so the economy's not terrible. But now look at this. Is going to be aggression early on. Second outpost thrown down for Mikos already. So normally the civilization that's going aggressive, getting out on the map, is actually the one that's going to be defensive early on. Meanwhile, we do have Lamette and I slowly getting those upgrades through. Right back on board with Louis and see how the Elephant Man is doing. Probably shouldn't call him the Elephant Man. I mean, he plays for Team Elephant. That's all you need to know. He's not the Elephant Man. He's Louis MT. And he is an absolute beast when it comes to this game. So, often when we talk about Joan, we talk about countering her. There's three main rules, and I've spoken about this at length in a lot of my videos, and if you'd like to see more about that, make sure you check out the Patreon. We cover this in depth over there. But the three key rules that we often use are, number one, a disruptor. So you want to get out on the map, you want to try and find her, exactly like Louis has done here, and then you want to disrupt her. So that means getting your horsemen and getting them on top of her. Horsemen are going to be the best way to deal with her as well. That way, because she's quite fast, you're able to catch up to her, and you're able to evade the knights that she will have. So that's the first point. Second point, we don't want to fight her. So you can fight against her like this, but you don't want to die. That's the other thing to note. So if the enemy brings knights like this, that's fine. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't fret. At worst, you want to give her experience. All right, that is the worst thing you can do. So that's essentially at number two. You want to try and evade her, avoid fighting as much as you can while you go towards that third point. The third point is key. That is Castle Age. Getting to Castle Age allows you to get to crossbows, at least, except for the Malians, which we've talked about have trouble reaching Castle Age and getting crossbows because, well, they don't have access to crossbows. But for most other civs, they do. And getting the crossbow is going to be key because it's allowing you to counter that heavy unit at range. And that's what's so important because it allows you to evade that Holy Wrath ability, which really gives her quite a lot of damage. And especially once she's got her level 3, you're going to need it to counter the men-at-arms that she will be bringing out. So keep that in mind when you're playing your games against Joan of Arc. But now, towards that top side, we'll ride on board with Louis as more and more units come out. What's he going with? It looks like he is going to be going with the Silk Road Mercenary contract. So we'll be looking to play into Javelin Throwers. Definitely going to work well for him early. We did kind of theorize that this could be an option for him. I think one of the keys is if you're going to play Javelin Throwers against Joan of Arc, you probably want to get out onto the map relatively soon. You want to start getting out there. You want to start making sure... Have a look at this. 863. He's got... Oh, my lord. Oh, he got the double back berry spawn as the Byzantines. This is the stuff of dreams right here. If you can achieve this with the Byzantines, oh, man, you're having a absolute lovely life. This is going to guarantee he's got double javelin throwers coming out. You can see at the moment he's got 400 olive oil in the bank, 480 for the javelin throwers, so not too long and he'll have 2 sets of those coming out, which will be enough to one-shot enemy archers, and that's the number that you want to get to. And you can see those archers are out on the field now, so a little bit slow from Mikos. Do we have the second TC coming out from him? It kind of feels like the speed that Mikos is going at the moment does feel like it's a 2 TC build. But one of the weird things is there's just no second TC. He was just, I guess, spending a lot of those resources on defensive elements like the outposts that we see. But now, managing to clean up 2 wolves. He's done a decent job so far of taking out the wolves. Has he taken out the boar over towards the west side? He has indeed. So he's got double boar and taken out plenty of wolves on this map. So his experience is looking pretty good. Keep in mind, You're aiming for around the 13-minute mark on Joan of Arc to get that level 3. That's going to be your key timing for her. Until then, you're just kind of playing the game, just kind of chilling out. Just want to make sure you don't lose villagers. And have a look at this Louis. Now going to be approaching this outpost. The outpost does spot it. He's got 4 units inside. What's it going to be? Is it just going to be a whole bunch of villagers? He's got plenty of line of sight here, so very nice insight as to where those units are. And Louis, of course, going to be falling back away from that position, but now the Knight's going to be looking to siege down a wall. You can see the power of walls coming out today. Exactly what you want to be doing, even if you're playing. Like, Louis is literally playing one base, only army, and yet still we see him making walls. And that's what I think is so... Oh, big mistake from Louis! Oh, he put the gate down but ran away with the villagers, so it left it at 1 health, and now breaking the #1 rule of fighting against Joan of Arc. He takes a fight against her. She comes into the base. She's already popped her heel. She does a big spin. She's got the torch in hand. Watch out for her, ladies and gentlemen. And now managing to escape. A lot of these knights are low health. The Lament and I do a wonderful job, and unfortunately, it looks like Joan may be going to... Oh, the horsemen are here as well. It might be a complete cleanup. Gets a little bit of a spin off, but not before she goes down. And unfortunately for Louis, even though that wall did go down, he manages somehow to repel those numbers. Definitely investing heavily early on in that double combination of the Lament Knight together with the Horseman. A really strong combination up against French and French variant civilizations. So very well done to him, but now the archers are onto the map. Knight should do a good job of screening this out, and Joan's already back on the field. Keep in mind, she does have a buyback timer. The buyback timer at the moment, 97 seconds. So ideally, you don't want to lose her in that 97 seconds, and ideally, you don't want to lose her at all. You want to keep her out on the field. The longer she's on the field, the more experience she collects. The more experience she collects, the closer she gets to level 3. And the closer she is to level 3, the closer you are to winning the game. But now the Knight's making a little bit of a mistake, getting caught on the skewer. We're having shish kebab for dinner tonight, Mum. And now all of a sudden on that front, he manages to take out another one. Javelin still looking to tee off towards the backside. Will find connection with the Lament Knight. The archers doing a decent job of taking out all of them. And you can see, but unfortunately, it looks like Joan might be going down again. It's going to be 2 times in less than 60 seconds, and Mikos making a little bit of a mistake right there. I'll tell you what, when I say little, I'm not talking about little, I'm talking about big. That is a massive mistake right there, and that is going to haunt him throughout this game, because not only are you now not collecting experience, but you expose yourself. That means that your opponent can be free to take fights for the next 60 seconds while they wait for that buyback timer to come up. You can see he's got another 40 seconds. Just like when you're playing Dota, it feels unforgiving. And now villagers jump inside the outpost. He's got a lot of melee units. I don't think enough to at least counter what Joan's got here. Rather, I should say that the other way around. I don't think that Joan's got what he needs to counter the Byzantines here. Now, going to be looking to come up, and I got to say, you know, normally we see the purple coming out for the Byzantines. The teal looks absolutely amazing with these javelin throwers. Archers continuing to move up, but there are a lot of javelins on the backside here. Lament Knight stabbing away at the front, and we still are yet to see. Has he even popped at this game? I don't think he has. He has. He's got only 8 tickets, but look at the amount that he overwhelms that. Villagers jump back inside the outpost. Still got reinforcements coming in on that south side. Wouldn't Joan love to be collecting all this experience right here? And that is the problem when you lose her like that back-to-back really quickly. Your opponent can just straight away say, okay, let's push, let's go cause damage right now. Think of the experience that could have been gained in this fight that is just all lost because of Joan. And now he's coming out right when he needed her 30 seconds ago. But this is going to be a problem, because when these units push forward now, Joan's going to be outnumbered significantly. She'll come in. She'll look to do a little bit of a spin. She doesn't even have it right now. Consecrate is up. Hasn't popped that one. She's trying her best. Oh, she got level 3. How did she get level 3 13 minutes into this fight? She's died 2 times. Oh, this is absolutely insanity, dude. How did she get level 3 already? Calls the men-at-arms. Saves the villagers. Well, saves the 2 villagers that are left. Wow. I am impressed, dude. How did she get the experience for that? Has she just been cleaning up Gaia out on the field, and now... Oh my God! Wow. Don't mess with the spearman, dude. The Lament Knight. Mess with the bull. Get the horns. Holy shit. She fucked around. She found out. Oh, my Lord. Wow. You know, when you got Joan, right? Like, you think, oh, I'm fine. Like, the 46 spearman... it's fine. You know, you're playing with fire, but you're a firefighter, right? So it's okay. Get fucking wrecked. That's the best I can say right there. Get absolutely wrecked, scrub. Oh, man. I tell you what, like, don't get me wrong. Hey, I'm not biased here. Louis MT, he is my boy. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm an impartial caster, because that's what I got to do. But it does feel good to see Joan of Arc going down like that. You know, he was so confident with her, right? Like, it was very clear from the way the game was playing out that he was like, I got a level 3 Joan. Like, I'm untouchable, right? Like, it feels like, you know, the 18-year-old who's just picked up the brand new Dodge, I don't know, what do you get, like a Charger or something? You know what I mean? Like the powerful car with the young kid. They think they're invincible. And it felt the same way, right? Like the knight has just picked up or Joan has just picked up her trusty new steed, and she's untouchable. She comes out and she did 160 miles an hour into a whole bunch of Lament, and it didn't go well for her. Anyway, she's still alive. She's still thriving. She's still level 3, and her opponent is still age 2. However, not for long. We'll switch it over to income per minute so you can get a bit of an idea on where they stand. Louis MT sitting at about 2,000. Let's get that out properly. 2,000 compared to Joan, who is currently sitting on about 1,200. Are we seeing that right? We could be. I mean, some villages have been idled on this south side, and economy is not feeling the strongest. That's for sure, but actually, it's starting to kick up now. I think there must have been a whole bunch of villages that just got transitioned into gold. Yeah, there we go. So that gold number is really going to start to rocket up now. Not too far behind. I guess that's the reality. All right, well, the numbers continue to build. Louis MT going to be on the defensive. We're right on board with him as he ages up. Keep in mind, one of the key upgrades he's going to be looking for here as the Castle Age comes, needs to switch it to Dialecticus and click those veterancy buttons immediately. There it comes. Does Dialecticus come in? He needs this right now. This is going to increase that research rate and change it from 60 seconds to probably something like 20 seconds. It is absurd how quick that can come through. Has he switched it yet? No, still 47 seconds. Making a bit of a mistake. Come on, Louis, don't do me like this. Javelins teeing off on those units towards the front. Joan has made it through onto the backside. She's got another 66 seconds until she can recall champions. Recall champions? Maybe not the best word. Maybe call champions. But hello. Hello. How you doing? A little bit of a cataphract. Don't mind if I do. First one's already out. Second one's on the way. Ferengian Guards, anybody? Ferengian Guards on the way. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen. That's probably the reason why he's not going into that Dialecticus, just because he's focusing on getting the military out here. But we do see there are plenty of mercenaries also going to be coming through here. Remember that the Golden Horn Tower is up, alive, and looking to thrive. Or on the way. Honestly, when those javelin throwing numbers... Does he go for the sneaky over the wall? I think he might. There is a special strategy that you can do with Joan of Arc that counters walls completely. Will we see it come out today as... Oh, we got 20 seconds. I reckon we might. He's not sieging it down, but he kind of... I feel like he knows he wants to do it. Oh, does he do it? Oh, he should totally do it. Do it. Wait for your enemy to push out, throw the men-at-arms over the wall, and then just quickly do it. Nah, he's not going to do it. So what you do is you bring Joan up to the wall right here, right-click the wall, and then move her right up to the wall, and then cast that call to arms ability, and the men-at-arms will spawn over the wall, and then you can go kill the villagers. Cheeky little strategy. Cheeky little tactic. Have a look at this. Harden, Lament, and I no longer on the field. It's going to be the veterancy that comes through. And look at the number he's got as well. 20 of these bad boys out. Mikos not yet going to Castle. Yo, Mikos, you're playing with fire, son. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. He manages to survive. Oh, my Lord, Mikos. Mikos, what are you doing? You're going castle, bro. Do not fight. No, stop it, Mikos. Get back to your base. Rule number 1 of playing Age of Empires, we do not fight when we're aging up. Mikos, stop it. No, Mikos, the cataphracts are through. Destroying the backline. Lament and I completely uncontested. Joan is picking up experience. She's trying her best as she spins to win. Gets in onto the back of the javelins. Still not doing a whole bunch of damage. And look at the knights. Look how strong they are. All of a sudden, Mikos don't care. Mikos just spinning. Mikos just winning out here. Look at this. Cataphracts getting chased. How? Joan, how? Joan, you're so overpowered. Stop it, my Lord, Joan of Arc. How are you allowed to do this? You're aging up. Only 5 fills on the landmark. And going to Castle Age, just like, yeah, I'll take the fight against Castle Age. What do I care? What do I care? So what? They're cataphracts. What are they going to do? They're just cataphracts, man. They're not going to hurt me. And you're 100% right, Joan. They're not going to hurt you. This civilization is bonkers, dude. I'm pulling my hair out right now trying to work this out. How is this even possible, man? This is crazy. Look at her just picking up experience. She's going to be level 4 soon. She leveled up at 13 minutes. We've had 6 minutes of non-stop Joan just killing units and collecting experience. Oh, my Lord. I can't believe this civ sometimes. This is wild. This is 1 TC Joan, by the way. He could have been 2 TCs this whole time. He didn't, though. Gonna be spotting the cataphracts here. Look how slow they are trying to raid a villager. Villager's gonna try and outrun here. Makes its way towards that top side. Remember, the cataphracts don't have charge, so he will be able to try his best to escape with the villager. Unfortunately, doesn't find it. And now coming out, Joan looking to bring the knights along with her, saying, get out of my base. This is my territory. This is my land. And I will see you dead, sir. She doesn't really say that. I think she's more about like getting the banner out and being tough with it. But now the cataphracts getting caught in a bit of an awkward spot. Beautiful little spin there as well. Still got some health on these, and now going to pop that triumph ability. 45 seconds of triumph, not going to matter. 45 seconds of triumph. Only going to outlast about a second of Joan of Arc, though. More units towards the front. Joan looking incredible in this game, I got to say. Varangian Guard's going to be coming out here, but they leave a little bit to be desired. I'll be honest, they leave a lot to be desired. And now, over towards that east side, plenty more units where that came from. Veterancy coming through on the Spearmen. Veterancy coming through for the Royal Knights. Now, the Byzantines is a little bit worried. But still behind this, let's look at the economies. We've got 2.5k here up against about 1.8, 1.9. Relics are on the way as well. He's already got one in the bag, Louis. Second one going to be on the way shortly. Look at the cataphract numbers starting to build here. He's up to 12 cataphracts on the field right now. Louis MT going to try and take her out. Still having a little bit of trouble with her as she continues. Oh, big heal comes through. A lot of these units receiving heals, but Joan still maintaining quite a high number, or quite a high health pool. She's picking up experience this entire fight. She's living her best life out here as long as these units continue to try. Hey, look at these Byzantine numbers. Whoa. The cataphract looking a little bit scary, trying to find us around. Is she going to get it? I think he might. Oh, she escapes. She lives to tell the tale. Unfortunately for Louis, it's a little bit of a fail. He does well, and you saw the spin right there. I love the way he just throws in a couple of spins there as he's dying, as he's got 15% health. He's like, yeah, have a spin. Something tells me Mikos is a excuse me. Something tells me Mikos is a Joan of Arc main. Like, I can feel it in my bones. Like, I just know he's a Joan of Arc main. You see the confidence that he's got with this champion, with this hero. You see it, and you've just got to say that right there. Like, this guy, he's not scared. He is not at all scared. And now, villagers looking to run back towards base. He's already got the monastery out on the front line. Now, those charges come through. Joan's come up to 145 health. She's got a little bit of a spin. Is she going to be able to win? The camels coming out. Oh, watch out. The camels together with the cataphracts absolutely going to destroy the Royal Knights. So you can see them getting that camel uneasy. He's going to have to fall behind the walls. Villagers moving forward. There's a distinct lack of army coming out from Mikos. Mikos, where's the army at, bro? Where's the army, Mikos? We need more army. And keep in mind, he's got javelin throwers behind this, which are going to do very well against the crossbows. Big spin. Manages to get one of the camels. Takes out a cataphract with it as well. Experience slowly trickling in for Joan. Now has the ability to call man to arms. To arms, men. Isn't going to pop it just yet, but you can see she's thinking about it. You can see she's ready for it. Oh my lord, I tell you what, I'm so hyper fixated on Joan. Let's just take her out. I feel like I'm watching a game of Dota right now. I'm that fixated. Let's check in on the base of Louis, see how he's doing. My god, this game is absolutely... I tell you what, I'm impressed. Mikos, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're from, but I like your style. I'm going to be honest, man. You're playing a really strong Joan. Keep it up. Town center. Absolute beautiful stuff coming in from Louis. The farm transition, or rather, the olive grove transition is in. 20 olive groves now down for the madman. We'll check in on the south side, see how Mikos is doing as he's looking to get farms up himself. He's on 5 at the moment, just under the TC. Still looking for external food resources. Berries in the back of the base here. Does he have anything else back here? It doesn't really look like it. So that farm transition's now coming through, and this is a very dangerous time for Joan of Arc. A really dangerous time. This is the perfect time right now to be raiding, to be going over to the other side of the map, trying to be putting pressure on up here, because what we're trying to do is trying to distract from ourselves, because we need to get our farming economy up so that we can get units out. The problem is, we don't have a very big food economy. We're sitting at 800 food at the moment, which isn't the best, and Javelin's now starting to move through. A little bit of an opening in the walls. The monk is out here. We're going to head into the cinematic mode, as it looks like he is quite intent on picking this fight. Joan of Arc pushing up. She's doing all right. She's already back to 100% health. It's just Joan things. Just Joan things, baby. Spin to win. Spin to win. Does she pop the spin? Does she do a little win? It doesn't look like it. A little bit of damage comes through to her. She's trying her best to hold on. You can see she's being chased around. The Lament Knight together with the Varangian Guard's going to force her back. And oh my lord, she's been eaten alive right now. Wait, where are the units out for Joan of Arc? Is this it? Is this game? As soon as you get behind these walls, and keep in mind, there are no walls in this little section right here, this is where it gets really hard, because now your economy is being idled out. This is why we build walls in the first place, to keep our enemy out of our base, to keep it controlled, to keep them behind. And now Joan, she's not going to hit level 4. You can feel she's so damn close to level 4. She wants to get that hand cannon out, but it looks like I don't think it's going to happen. I think she's going to be going down. And with that, I think we might have game right here. There's too many units in this base. Cataphracts breaking off to the left side. behind this, sacred sites are getting taken, and with that, relics almost certainly in favor of Louis MT. We saw a single religious unit out, and that is the game right there. Ladies and gentlemen, what an absolute performance by Louis MT, overcoming the odds against Joan. Impressive stuff, though, from Mikos as well. So huge shout out to him. Fellas, this weekend, go check out EGC TV, 15 GMT, Saturday and Sunday for the EGC finals. Be there or be square.